You cannot bank on the idea that you're going to somehow get lucky and have 2 million subscribers, right? That cannot be your business plan. Hi, my name's Devin. Today I own several multi-million dollar companies. We started with $5,000 in a credit card. I don't know the easy way. I only know the hard way. Hey everyone, welcome to the Whiteboard Entrepreneur podcast, where I give straightforward advice to fuel the entrepreneur in all of us. Today, I'm going to be filming about why I'm paying for you guys to hear this. And I'm super passionate about this podcast. I'm very excited for everything that we do here, but mostly because I want you guys to get the right message as entrepreneurs and people that are pursuing your dreams, because it's very important in 2023 to get the right message. And the reason I got very passionate about this in the first place was because I kept getting phone calls from people that were great friends of mine, people that I respected, admired, they had great ambition and excitement, and they would want to take me out for coffee, and they'd want to talk about their great ideas and the ambition that they had to go and pursue their dreams. And so we'd go there and we'd sit there, and I would start to notice how discouraged people were when it came to like pursuing their dreams, and how they had these kind of unrealistic expectations of what it took to become an entrepreneur. And I started to ask questions and also do some research of my own. And I was like, where are you guys getting your information? How come you have these expectations that just aren't realistic and are setting you up for failure? And I started to notice it was everything that was being put out there on social media was basically just setting people up to fail and causing discouragement, because you'd watch these TikToks or you'd see this, these Instagram posts and you would see all these people make these podcasts or whatever about how they are going to make you a millionaire if you just follow their plan. And it's, 5 simple steps to make 8 figures, and it was like, I'm looking at this stuff and it's blowing my mind. I'm like, of course people are getting discouraged, right? Because you're watching some YouTube about how someone's claiming to have made $30,000 on, flipping NFTs or on Bitcoin and, a cryptocurrency overnight. And I'm going, oh my gosh, like, of course you're discouraged, right? Because you're seeing these expectations that frankly are just not realistic. And you're comparing yourself against someone that's wearing a Rolex and driving a Lamborghini and getting in their personal jet, and they're 22 years old, and you're going, oh my gosh, I missed the boat. Or, oh my gosh, they make this look so easy. Why can't I do this? I followed their 3 or 5 simple steps. And I'm going to tell you guys, I don't have those 3 or 5 simple steps. I can't make you a millionaire, but what I can do is I can help set correct expectations, because being an entrepreneur and being someone who puts himself out there to pursue his or her dreams is hard. It is difficult. It will not happen overnight. These people who may have made $30,000 flipping NFTs, that's terrific, but I want them to tell the whole story. I want them to tell about how yesterday they lost $40,000. I want them to talk about how many years it took them to get the money and the know-how to identify what a good opportunity is and a bad opportunity, and the research involved, and that you didn't do it before 11 a.m. because in order to do what you did before 11 a.m., it took years of hard work, and it took years of black eyes, and it took years of learning on the school of hard knocks. And that's what it takes to pursue your dreams. And that's okay. I don't mean to discourage you. I mean to encourage you, because listen, It's not easy, but it's worth it, and it's exciting, and you can do it. And just because you might be struggling right now, just because you might be feeling insecure right now, just because you might have lost $20,000 before 11 a.m. and not made $30,000, I'm here to encourage you and tell you that that is the life of the entrepreneur, and it's exciting that you can succeed, but it's through the school of hard knocks. And don't be discouraged. I often meet with young folks who say things like, you know what? I want to be a professional YouTuber. Dramatic pause here, because that's normally what I do before I give them an answer. Okay, listen, and this is my answer. Hey, listen, I know that there's a lot of YouTubers out there who make a ton of money, and good for them. And you know what? Maybe you can do that too, right? But let me tell you, listen, it's plausible that somehow, some way you stumble onto something that makes you go viral on YouTube. And all of a sudden you have 300,000 followers overnight. And I know that's happened. I know that we have seen examples of that, of people who have become YouTube sensations or TikTok sensations overnight. And I know that's possible. But you know what else is possible? It's also possible to put $1 in the lottery and become a millionaire overnight. But listen, we're not banking on that. You cannot bank on the idea that you're going to somehow get lucky and have 2 million subscribers, right? That cannot be your business plan. If you want to be a YouTube sensation, you want to make that your career, awesome. You're going to need to put in hours and hundreds and thousands of hours of hard work. You're going to have to put in money and time and resources, and you're going to have failures and successes along the way. And eventually you may become an internet sensation, and good for you. That's amazing. But it's not without planning and hard work. And so if you're going to put that work into all these efforts on social media, you could also put those efforts into another form of business as well. And so I'm not trying to discourage you from becoming a YouTube sensation, but I am telling you that it takes just as much work to become successful as a social media celebrity as it does to go and start a company tomorrow, that you could start mowing lawns tomorrow. You could start power washing things tomorrow. You could start, and within a year, you could be making $500, $800, $1,000 a day. Now, granted, you're going to be sweating. Granted, you're going to be putting in hard work and long hours, but I don't want you to think that if you're going to become a social media sensation, that you're not also going to put in those same hard hours, that same sweat, and those same tears. It's just in a different way. And so you have to understand, and the reason I did this channel, the reason I did this podcast, the reason I'm putting forth all this effort, and the reason I'm paying for you to be able to see this and to listen to this is because I want to set realistic expectations of what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. Anyone that's going to be successful in pursuing their dreams. It is going to take hard work. You're going to make mistakes, but by golly, if you continue and you put the effort in and you learn from your mistakes and you change and you grow and you stay consistent over time, you can be successful. I'm Devin. This is a Whiteboard Entrepreneur podcast, and I know this is going to help.